Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to the thrift store searching for high-end Christmas decor. I hope you enjoy coming along with me. Let's jump right in. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Liz. I love sharing affordable home decor here on my channel. I don't think you need to spend a lot of money to create a beautiful home, and that is what I love to share here. Like I mentioned in the intro, I am heading to the thrift store today in search of high-end Christmas decor. I recently spied on McGee & Co.'s holiday line for 2025, and it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. All things vintage and brass. Very gorgeous. I thought that I could challenge myself to head to the thrift store and see if I could find comparables to this absolutely beautiful holiday line. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna challenge myself to go to one thrift store the same day, and we're gonna see exactly what we can find. And spoiler alert, I found a lot of things. So I hope you enjoy coming along with me. I hope this starts to get you into the Christmas spirit. There is nothing like this time of year, and I'm so excited to share it with all of you. So without further ado, let's head to the thrift store and see what we can find. Headed off to my favorite thrift store, and like I said in the intro, I wanted this to be one thrift store only, really challenge myself to find some comparables to the beautiful Studio McGee line. And starting off, I wanted to look through the ornaments and really just think outside the box. How can we recreate these very expensive ornaments using thrift store items? And I instantly saw this beautiful brass picture frame. I actually did this last year, a little DIY on these, and created something similar for our Christmas tree. But at the thrift store, you can find amazing frames for way less than $32. Can we also just say that that is so expensive? I know they're beautiful, and if you love them and want to collect things, I totally can relate to that. But you can get a pack like these for $4.99 at the thrift store, and I have found brass ones like the more like the ones that I showed you. But again, one store challenge, being very realistic. This is what I found on this day. I also found some beautiful velvet ribbon too. So together you could absolutely recreate those beautiful brass picture frames, and even better, you can make them your own. If you don't like the color they currently are, you could use some beautiful gold leaf and paint them brass spray paint. Or if you use a different color, maybe you want them to be like a matte black. So many options. Sticking with the ornaments, I noticed they had some really beautiful single ornaments on their website. I really loved this gorgeous brass dragonfly. I thought this was so pretty, but I can't justify the $16 per ornament price tag. So I was very excited to find this huge bag of different ornaments at the thrift store for only $3.99. In this bag was turtle doves, angels, I saw rocking horses, all sorts of things. And again, if silver isn't your color, this is the best case scenario because you didn't pay a lot of money for them and you can really have fun and create something that you love. Same thing with this beautiful pair. I loved this so much. For $28 though, I thought we could definitely find something at the thrift store. I always find random fruit, and I actually got lucky this time. I didn't find pears, but I did find this really sweet set of apples, and I loved that they came with the leaf as well, so you could absolutely use some spray paint on the entire apple. It even had a string that you could hang on your Christmas tree as well. And I love finding these things for such a small price tag because it allows you to be creative. You don't have to worry if you mess up or you ruin something because you didn't really spend a lot of money on it and you had fun. They also have some really beautiful box sets of ornaments in lots of different colors, patterns. I've done a DIY on my channel before where I took thrift store ornaments and I put cinnamon all over them just using some Mod Podge, and it gave them a beautiful velvet look. I'll try and find that video and link it in my description box, but I can see on their website that they've got some velvet ones, so that's something that you could absolutely do. I really loved these beautiful textured and hand painted ornaments. I thought they were so beautiful, especially if you like more of an eclectic look. And at the thrift store, I mean, you can find so many box sets of ornaments, but I actually found something that had a very similar style to the ornament. So I thought that this would be a great dupe, but instead of paying $74, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pay $249 for a set of 4. So a way better price for ornaments, and you can be creative and hand paint them, or you can paint them a different color. You can create mercury glass looks. They have so many different options of ornaments at the thrift store, so always look there first. I've even found some beautiful colored ones that actually work in my decor. So again, lots of options. Moving on to these gorgeous lanterns. I love a good lantern, but for $58, I know that the thrift store has so many options. I thought this was comparable, $7.99, and it had a spot for a candle. Now, it wasn't a tapered candle, but it was for a tea light. I also found this gold one that was quite beautiful. And then again, depending on your style, we had black, gold, and then we also found a silver one that had a battery operated candle already in it. So if you are someone that wants to bring some extra lighting into your Christmas decor this year, definitely check the thrift store. They had some gorgeous pieces on their website. I loved this print, a set of 4 on sale for $78.40. Now, the thrift store has the most beautiful vintage Christmas plates. Some of our favorite dishes have come from the thrift store. I thought that this set was so beautiful, and you get 9 dinner plates for $19.99. On this particular day, I also had a 50% off coupon, so that is a really good savings. You can also find platters, lots of different shapes and sizes, different styles. You really can find some special pieces. Another thing I wanted to share, I really liked these paper mache Christmas trees. I think these would be so beautiful styled with a Christmas village on your mantle, and you can find so many different Christmas trees at the thrift store, whether they're candles, different materials. I found wooden ones, I have found ceramics. I mean, so many different options, and all you would have to do to recreate this look is add 2 parts paint to 1 part baking soda, and you would have a very similar look for a fraction of the cost. So that's another little idea I wanted to share with you, especially if you're someone who likes to collect Christmas trees. Remember to just always think outside the box, because paint can change anything. Another thing that I shared, now this isn't an exact duplicate because the one that I found on McGee & Co. is definitely a lot bigger. I did find this smaller one, but it wasn't pre-lit. But while I was at the thrift store, I found this really sweet little pre-lit Christmas tree. I really liked the way that it looked. I felt like it looked a little bit more realistic in the coloring, and also just the way the branches looked. It was pre-lit, and it was only $2.99. And all I did was went over to the planter section, and they have so many different planters. Another thing that I think is better if you thrift, because you can mix and match, really curate your specific style. So I put together a little option just to show you. So definitely look for those pre-lit trees. I have found porch trees at the thrift store. I mean, you know, it's just my favorite place. A little bit of an honorable mention, but I did find this wicker bell tray for $72. I have found similar trays at the thrift store, different baskets. I just wanted to show you this sweet toy shop basket. This was priced at under $5. Picture this spray painted in like more of a neutral color, placed beside your Christmas tree with some Christmas books. You can put your Christmas wrapping in it and have it kind of near your wrapping station. I mean, so many options. And I just had to share, like, so many baskets at the thrift store. and you can definitely find such unique pieces like that toy shop basket. It was so, so cute. I think this is the easiest DIY that you could do at the thrift store to create higher end looks, and that is a Christmas photo, so Christmas picture frame. You can find so many different picture frames at the thrift store for like a couple of dollars, and then you get to customize whatever it is that you want to put in it. I love Etsy. You can find some really beautiful vintage Christmas art. You can also go to Google and type free vintage art for Christmas if you wanted to have this be a very low cost option. So many different ideas. I also just love using our old Christmas photos. I have one that I still have on my cabinet from last year that I created, and I simply just printed it out on printer paper, black and white, and it created such a beautiful memory for us. So again, something that you can absolutely do at the thrift store for a fraction of the cost. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me to the thrift store. That was so much fun. I really did stick to the one thrift store challenge that I put on myself. It was very tempting to try and go and sneak in a couple others, but this is a very realistic thrift with me and truly shows you that you can find options and comparables at the thrift store for a fraction of the cost. I hope I was able to give you a little bit of inspiration today. Thank you so much for watching and for spending this time with me. I am so, so grateful for every single one of you, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video.